Ms. Tucci Fonasher, Managing Director, Supervision and Examination Subsector BSP. Mr. Gerardo Botardo, Acting Deputy Director, MSME Finance Specialist Group of BSP. Mr. Richard Draymond, Chemonics International President. Mr. Jonathan Simon, Senior Vice President, Chemonics Far East Asia. Mr. John Owens, Chief of Party, USA. Ms. Melly Agabin, my fellow rural bankers, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Has anyone of you seen the movie Jerry Maguire? I'm sure most of you, if not all, had. For those who are not yet familiar with the movie, it starred a very famous and bankable actor, Tom Cruise, and was primarily about a story between a sports agent and his athlete client. It had a lot of memorable lines. The one that stands out for me was the quote made by Jerry Maguire to his client, football player Todd Tidwell, played by Cuba Gooding Jr. "Help me help you. Help me help you." It didn't sound too elaborate. It was simple, actually. And yet, the message was unmistakable. It hits home, especially to us in the rural banking industry. It pertains to both interdependence and self-reliance. Some say the poor stays poor because they have no access to capital. But if someone gives them the resources, and they make good use of those resources to help themselves, the whole dynamic changes. Microfinance was built under this premise. Some say it could be as simple as putting the money you borrowed into good use, specifically by making it grow. That could be an apt description. It is all about not settling, not being contented, not feeling sorry for your own limitations. Rather, it is about gaining a small opportunity and making the most of that opportunity. It promotes not the dole-out mentality, but perseverance. It promotes integrity within the individual. For the past 15 years, the Rural Bankers Association of the Philippines Micro-Enterprise Access to Banking Services, or RBAP-MABS program, operated within that realm of philosophy as well. The program has fast-tracked national economic transformation by encouraging the Philippine rural banking industry to significantly expand access to microfinance services. Poor households were empowered to become an important engine of economic growth in their respective communities because of the lead RBAP-MABS has taken. The program has become a catalyst of innovative banking. Mobile phone banking services were first introduced to rural banks through an effort promoted by the RBAP-MABS program in 2004. Not only that, rural banks were able to offer a diverse array of mobile phone banking services for its clients, including cash-in, cash-out services, text a deposit, text a withdrawal, text a payment, text a bill payment, and text a remittance. Looking back, how has the Philippine microfinance industry evolved? Our primary markets that traditionally unbanked, after being given access to credit and other banking services, have used these financial tools to invest in small entrepreneurial ventures, augment their economic well-being, and make better lives for their families and others. As a tool for an inclusive financial system, microfinance has liberated millions of Filipinos from poverty. Around 210 local banks have granted over 6 billion pesos in microfinance loans to more than 900,000 micro-entrepreneurs who have in turn generated employment in their local communities and saved about 3 billion pesos in bank deposits. The growth in the number of microfinance institutions continues to prove that microfinance, when delivered properly, can be a sustainable, viable, and profitable undertaking. Every day, we are seeing that microfinance can be for a profit orientation, which goes against past perceptions that microfinance is a service provided by non-profit organizations. We live in the best of both worlds now. In business, we call it double bottom line, wherein a venture can be both an investment and a socially responsible enterprise. While all businesses have a conventional bottom line to measure their fiscal performance, there are those that seek a second bottom line in terms of positive social impact. With more commercially viable institutions in play, the ultimate benefit goes to the micro enterprises because there will be more responsive products and services, innovative methodologies, and lowered costs. However, key challenges as always remain. Despite our strides, there still exists a large number of unmet demand for microfinance services. Also, not every poor person can be an entrepreneur. Many people in the poorest rural communities do not have the marketable skills or business expertise to sustain a successful micro-enterprise. The success of these small businesses is also dependent on the strength of the local economy. It is thus imperative for the RBAP-MABS program to not only sustain this initiative for another 15 years or so, but also continuously strengthen the business model that it has carved out. Even more trainings, even better adaptability to technological changes and global standards, and sharper focus to excel are in order. We have set the bar high for ourselves over the last 15 years, and now we'll set it even higher. I know none of us would have it any other way. Thank you and have a pleasant afternoon to all of you.